Character creation. I think I'm going to go Halfling named Samwise. You know what I'm talking about. Hello everybody and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today we are going back to Baldurs Gate 3. But today we're going to just touch on character creation. We've already talked about initial gameplay, we've talked about combat, I have the first trailer, I have the opening cinematic trailer, and now character creation. But first, if you're new here, welcome. Here at Action RPG, I stream, I do tech reviews, I cover major gaming news, but the big portion of this channel, all things Action RPG. So if you grew up loving the Diablo series, if you're a fan of top-down isometric hack and slash style games, you are in the right place. So please consider subscribing and supporting smaller channels. All right, let's get on to the news. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below. Here we go.
So what I'm going to do is actually turn it over to Sven, who is the CEO at Larian Studios, who breaks down character creation. Then I will come back and give you my thoughts on how it looks. It's only a couple minutes long, so I'll be back in a minute. Enjoy.
We're in character creation. I can select my background. So these are all the Dungeons & Dragons backgrounds that you know if you play Dungeons & Dragons. I can change my body type. I can change my race, so I can play as a Tiefling, I can play as a Drow, I can play as a human, I can play as a Githyanki, I can play as a dwarf, I can play as an elf, I can play as a half-elf, I can play as a half-drow, I can play as a halfling. And there's more, but we're only showing a few. These are the races that will be going into early access, and there more will be added afterwards. And so depending on which race I pick, I get different features. I can also select which class I'm going to play. We have 6 classes that will be available on early access from the get-go, and then we'll just add more as we progress. So I can play as a wizard, cleric, fighter, ranger, rogue, and warlock, and then I can pick the ability points that go with that and select my skills in which I'm going to be proficient. Today we're going to play an origin story, so we have different origin stories. There's going to be 5 that are going to be in early access, there will be more after. So this is Lae'zel, she's the girl you saw in the intro, so she's a Githyanki. Gale is a wizard, he has a very big problem, and that's pretty much that he's going to explode. Shadowheart, she's a dark cleric, so she's got quite a story too. Will is a monster hunter who made a pact with the devil, he regrets it. And today we're going to play as Astarion, who is a vampire spawn. He's a noble, so vampire spawn is not really a vampire, he has a vampire to which he is a slave. He's a high elf, which means that we get to select a cantrip for him. So we're going to pick Mage Hand because we're going to do cool things with it. And all the rest is already preset for him, so we just have to click the Venture Forth button.
Alright, so let me loop this video and then give you my perspective. So, obviously that's kind of a short introduction to character creation for Baldur's Gate 3, and thank you Sven for breaking it down for us. Now, one thing to note on here, other than gender, male and female, there's no other character creation you can actually do at this stage in the creation. What do I mean by that? Hair, eyes, really height, muscular features, body features, none of that stuff can be manipulated in this character creation. So to give you a breakdown, because he speaks kind of fast in here, what you can do. So obviously you get to make the name of your character. You get to pick their background, and like he said, if you're familiar with D&D, like background is very important. Then you pick your gender, then you pick your race, then you pick your class, and there's 6 different classes. Then based upon your class, you pick your abilities and skills. And then in here, he's choosing to play the origin stories for that. So if you pick a different background and then different gender, then a different race, then a different class, then different abilities and skills, like, I mean, I'm not going to say infinite, but there's plenty of different ways that you can create your character to make it unique. That being said, for the most part, you'll yeah, you're all gonna look alike. So, you know, at least from skills and how you want to play, that will be very unique. It's just how you look will be very similar. So I think for now that's probably my only gripe. Now there is a custom in here, so I'm hoping that under custom you can do more with how you physically look. He doesn't touch on that during the PAC East conference, so I'm hoping in the future that might be something you can do to actually make your character physically look different than anybody else. But all in all, the way the creation looks, the visuals, how he breaks it down, how smooth it is, I mean, other than that one gripe, it looks really good, and there's definitely a lot of customizable options in there. So, you know, if I had to rank it out of 10, I'll give it a 7.8. Almost a B, but still definitely passing. So I know it's a short video today. That's really all I got. And like I said, I covered Baldur's Gate 3 pretty much this entire week. I've got the opening cinematic trailer in 4K. I've got initial gameplay in 4K. I've got combat in 4K. And I'm even going to upload this character creation in 4K. So trying to give you guys all the information that we currently have about the game, and then as stuff leaks out over the next couple months, I'll continue to update you. So what do you think? Character creation, is it good enough, or did they drop the ball on that one? Let me know in the comment section below, and as always, thanks for watching.